football. All right? Love you all.
Welcome to the Friday edition of the Locker Room on Voice of the People Television. I am Jerry Apeliohai, and we've got a thrilling show for you today. Joining me are the usual suspects, Ikechukwu and Mayowa, ready to break down all the action and share their hot takes on what's going down in the football world. And today, we're diving straight into this. And of course, the big one is that CAF fires referee's boss after Wafcon final VAR disaster. Did they rob Morocco, or is the FA just as guilty? The backlash is real, the controversy is deep, and the accountability still missing. So stay tuned, subscribe, and turn on that bell. Talking about the notification bell for those who are watching us on YouTube, because you do not want to miss this hit. And don't forget to call us via the WhatsApp number showing on your screen to join the conversation live. Charity, they say, begins at home. Ikechukwu, what a way to start off the day. I didn't want to believe this. Yesterday we talked about, was it last week? We talked about it was this week?
No, 2 days ago. Exactly.
Yeah, we talked about Morocco complaining about
the
penalty they were not awarded. And yesterday, the story that they have made an official complaint to CAF, and Patrice Motsepe's CAF has decided to fire the referee. And before I even came on board, there is also a story that CAF is considering foreign referees to assist our referees at the next Wafcon. And this was just from the Wafcon. We all praised our referees that they even did better than what we are seeing in the Premier League, that this is the best officiating we have seen. Is it that CAF did not see it, or they are seeing something differently? What is really going on?
Jerry, it's quite sad that we're having this sort of conversation, but good evening, and good evening to our viewers. Thank God it's Friday, Jerry. First, we need to understand that we have a very terrible culture of, development in Africa. And when something seems to be working right, instead of us to actually follow that particular pattern and do the same thing over again to actually get it right, we tend to actually want to experiment. Like you already said, we've praised the referee for actually the decision they've taken, and then you want to bring in other, referee from other parts of the world too. Now, what that does is that you're going to kill officiating here. You're going to actually make FIFA, even if FIFA is actually awarding African referees one slot, in a World Cup tournament, it means they're not going to give us any, because you're obviously telling us that referees back home are not good enough to actually officiate our games. It's so terrible. I don't even want to imagine it, right? It's that bad. But then, right, it's Patrick Motsepe, and I don't know what's for a man who's shown that he's got a very beautiful blueprint to actually move CAF forward. For a man who has shown that he's a businessman, he understands football development, he understands what it takes to actually expand, African football and bring it into global reckoning. For him to actually be taking this tone, it's actually so sad to see. But then, he's a human. Let's wait, and I just hope that the CAF, the body, people who actually constitute that body, CAF, can actually sit back and then look at the decision, because it doesn't really make sense. And as for the issue of officiating and CAF firing the referee over decision, I begin to wonder. We lost a Nations Cup in 2000 over referee error, and of course because Ikpeba actually placed his hand on his head. We've seen so many decisions, so many wrong calls by referee. Never at any point resulted to the referee board of that particular tournament or that game being fired. But then again, this is referee Motsepe simply pandering to the emotions of the Moroccans. They are going to actually host the next Wafcon. These are the part of the things we are talking about. The CAF is beginning to bend to their will, because of course you cannot continue to actually give somebody something and not expect that you have to actually get something from that person in return. It is natural law of reciprocity. So Morocco has been giving CAF something, so CAF needs to actually give Morocco something in gratitude, and this is exactly what we are seeing at this point. It's so sad to see, but then I just hope that CAF actually before making this sort of decision that is going to be throwing African football in bad light, they need to really sit down and evaluate their options, because come on, we don't have to be having conversation like this in 2025.
All right, we're not supposed to be having such conversation in 2025, but it is what it is. And of course, for those who are just joining us, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has dismissed its director of refereeing, talking about Desire Nomendies Douy, following Morocco's formal protest against officiating in the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations final. Morocco were beaten 3-2 by the Super Falcons of Nigeria Rabat after initially taking a 2-goal lead. The Royal Moroccan Football Federation lodged a complaint alleging questionable VAR call impacted the outcome. The final was officiated by Namibia's Anseno Twanyuka, as well as Rwandan and Senegalese officials assisting. VAR was overseen by Rwanda's Salim Mukasanga. Although Douy did not officiate the match directly, his responsibility for referee appointment made him accountable for the quality and fairness of decisions. A controversy erupted after Morocco were denied what they believed to be a clear penalty and were left incensed by what they termed a soft penalty awarded to the Super Falcons. And of course, the Moroccan FA has submitted a video dossier to CAF highlighting multiple contentious decisions that, in their view, unfairly shaped the outcome of the match. Okay, talking about bad losers. So the one that was given to the Super Falcons was a soft one, but the one that was not given was the one that was supposed to be. You see how cloudy maybe this judgment already looks, and it asks a lot of questions. And I believe from this contest that the head of the referees decided to take responsibility because he felt it would be injustice to fire those referees. Okay, I'm ready to lose my job, but I'm standing on the officiating of that game that it was purely fair.
I think what CAF should have done, because of course this is taking a play from what we've seen over the world, right? What has happened, like the I think it was I've forgotten the referee's name against Arsenal in 2006. That referee that awarded that early minute penalty. That of course Arsenal went ahead and then lose that penalty final. That final was against Barcelona. That referee that sent off Jens Lehmann in that particular game came out a couple of years later and said he made a harsh decision. No, not even a couple of months after the Champions League. He said he made a harsh call, right? But the truth is, that referee was fined, and that should be it. I mean, it's a final, it has happened. These guys are humans, and sometimes referees, outside the VAR, referees are given, their prerogative to take their discretion to take certain decisions, and these are one of it. If a decision is contentious, referee can actually decide to actually, award it or not award it. It doesn't make decision good or bad. Of course, you just have to feel sad if you are on the receiving end of the stick. But the truth is, the decision. If you look at the distance between the player and the ball, I mean, simple FIFA rule, that's actually not even a penalty. That's going to be too harsh on the Super Falcons. But it's unfortunate that they're actually losing it. Now let's look at why they're actually making this call and why is CAF reacting this way. Jerry, if you are the one sponsoring a tournament, it is likely that you are most likely going to win it. You have the right to first refusal of that particular trophy. And that's exactly what Morocco is actually trying to exert in this particular case. That they deserve to actually win it by going to the final second time in a row. And they lost the first one narrowly. They lost the second one also narrowly. And that's exactly why they are making all of this call. Jerry, I said it yesterday that they're actually trying to create a perception. They're trying to actually put themselves in a position of being a champion. If Morocco by any means get to the final of the next Wafcon that they will be hosting, there's no way under heaven that they will not win it, except the team that they'll be playing in that final would convincingly beat them without them scoring a goal. And in this case, I think it's going to be very difficult because Morocco, aside the fact that they have the antics as North Africans, they've also done a lot in terms of football development. Trust me, next Wafcon, Morocco is most likely going to win it because CAF and everybody will be there. They want to actually placate them, basically, to ensure that they get something for at least hosting the tournament or bailing CAF. I think that's the right word in 3 consecutive.
I think to hell with the fact that they are consistently been hosting. They are not the first country that have ever hosted a competition, and they should not be the first to put any federation under pressure because they are hosts. You can host the competition 10 times. If your team is not good enough to win, it will not win. You don't have to force your way. You don't have to have your way all the time because I'm paying your salary, I will take your wife, and you will not protest. You will not say anything because I am the one paying you. So that's what it is.
Jerry,
because
whoever is feeding you,
no, they are not feeding
control
CAF.
you. Yeah, they are feeding CAF. Why can't CAF take the tournament elsewhere?
Other countries will be interested in hosting now.
Let CAF throw it open. Let CAF say, okay, Morocco, you are not hosting again.
Because Morocco decided that they want to host
No,
it. Jerry. I know the issues you are talking about.
Yeah, the last one.
The situation has not come to a very difficult situation. If South Africa decide.
But they've not decided.
No, calm down. If Motsepe decide that South Africa should host the next edition and speak to the South African, talking about the South African government with its level of influence as a billionaire and so on, they can host it in South Africa.
Jerry, let them do it first.
They can do it.
Let them do it.
It's not about let them. No,
because
but are we now encouraging Morocco's excessiveness because they have been host? So everything should be done to please them.
Nobody said. I would never encourage. What I'm saying is that we've placed ourselves at their mercy.
We are not.
That's exactly what it is.
I cannot.
Because if we continue to allow them host, then they have the right to misbehave.
No, I will not put myself in that situation.
That's what CAF has done.
Yes, you can say CAF.
That's exactly what we're saying. It's about the tournament.
The thing is that even if they host the next 10 editions, Morocco will still not win it. Forget whatever they are doing. Because it's now clear that they have been the one making sure that they get to the final. It's just that the Super Falcons stood in their way this time. And the last time South Africa stood in their way. That means if they meet a team like Ghana, for instance, or they will find a way to make sure that even the way they beat the Super Falcons the last time, it was 2 red card situations. But did any Nigerian raise a fuss about it? Because normally Nigeria against Morocco anytime, any day, they are our whipping babies. Forget about whatever achievement they've made. So far, so good. I don't know how Morocco woke up and believed that they are better than the Super Falcons. They ordinarily should be beating Super Falcons because all of a sudden they have become a big team in Africa. So if they lose to Super Falcons, it's not normal. It's not supposed to be. That is what they are making us realize, that they have been dominating Africa on a good standard. They should be beating the Super Falcons.
Jerry,
that's what they are telling us.
Jerry, the truth is this, right? I mean, there's something about being a big team. One thing that separates a big team from other, average teams or small team is the fact that you come into a game with, what is called fear factor. And fear factor is, what you've done in your, previous games. How you're actually able to take, team to cleaners. Super Falcons over the years have not been whipping African teams strongly like we used to. 4-0, 5-0, 3-0, 4-0 consistently. We've lost that touch of, that fear factor is no longer there. Now coming into, a game like this, coming into a tournament like this, right? You see Morocco, coming into the final on 2 occasions. Now they've seen themselves, they've arrived. They believe that they now have what it takes to actually compete on the same level with Super Falcons. And that's exactly why they're actually making all of these balls. If they had lost the last final against South Africa by 4-0, right? And then against Super Falcons, even if they claim that they had a penalty, the referee didn't give them.
Beat them by 4-0.
If the scoreline is a half goal, Jerry, if the score
1-0 has one final.
If the scoreline
so Morocco should not become a team that if they beat them, everyone will start asking questions.
If you defeat them 4-1,
let's take a look.
If you defeat them 4-1, they will not even talk about the penalty.
Forget about 4-1 or not.
That's not exactly what I'm saying. It means they've closed the rank.
Who's Morocco?
They've closed the rank.
Who's Morocco? What rank?
We struggle to beat them.
How many Wafcon have they won?
Jerry, they don't have to.
No. If it's South Africa that is talking, I'll be listening.
You are going by their history.
Yes.
No.
Your track record.
When it comes to history of African female football,
What have they done?
Nigeria and perhaps Equatorial Guinea are the only teams that you look back and say, even South Africa just have one, just one.
At least it's still enough. They're not even complaining like Morocco.
No, Jerry, what I'm saying.
Let's now look at it. In African football, where does Morocco stand? For the last 10, 15 years, have they been a dominant force in African football, both male and female?
I think 15 years is a stretch, right?
Even 20 years. Let's have 20 years.
No, 20 years
even
is a stretch.
10 years.
Wait now, Jerry.
In the last 5 years, what have they achieved? Apart from the team, the male team making it to the semi-final of the World Cup.
But in 2004,
yes,
Morocco got to the Nations Cup final.
And what, did they win it?
No, they didn't win it.
When did they win the Nations Cup?
They didn't win it.
So what is the force about Morocco?
What I'm saying is, let's even leave their male counterpart because.
What has the male female team achieved? Under 17, under 20, and the senior team.
See, the mistake we are making here is
you're
looking at the history of Nigeria against Morocco. That's not the case. The case is
the thing is that Morocco is trying to be a bully now because they believe they are now a big country as far as football is concerned.
They've developed very well, and you have to give them that.
What is so special?
Any country that can muscle their way into back-to-back finals in a continent is big. Jerry, give it to them.
Forget it.
No, Jerry, give it to them.
No, with what we are seeing now, we saw the penalties they were getting from the group stage down to make it to the final. So it is now a right that Morocco must get penalties in every game. Take a look at it. It's not a trajectory. They must use penalties to win games. So we should encourage them they are the host.
Jerry,
because
I'm telling you the bargain they have. The bargaining chip they have is that they are the one hosting. Until they pull that thing out, we don't have anything to do. We don't have anything to say.
What is now about fair play? What is about football? Football is about 11.
Exactly. Now, if you talk about fair play, CAF has to make it fair.
It's not 11.
No, Jerry, CAF has to make it fair by actually taking that tournament away from Morocco. Jerry, remember?
Morocco is not the first country.
No, Jerry, we're having a conversation about.
That means
you remember we're having a conversation about our group.
Next World Cup, USA should win it.
No, Jerry.
Yes,
we're having a conversation about our group.
The last World Cup was hosted by who?
Qatar.
They should have won it.
No, Jerry.
Yes, Saudi Arabia beat Argentina. Why did they say they should be in the final?
No, Jerry, wait.
Yes, now they are big team now. They are beat Argentina.
You remember?
They should be in the final.
We're having a conversation about
win the World Cup.
Wait, Jerry, we're having a conversation about our World Cup group. You remember?
Okay.
When we were talking about that, some of those games within the South African regions that should not be persecuted in South Africa. Of course, I think you actually highlighted that particular point because that is going to take away fairness from that particular group.
See, I think I will not. I will not be. So
it's still in the same case.
Morocco should not be encouraged or tolerated because you are the host. It's a compulsory thing that you must win.
No, Jerry, not just every time North Africans host Nations Cup. The last time Tunisia won Nations Cup, they hosted in 2004. It is difficult to actually go to their home ground to actually win this tournament.
Is a different one. Mayowa is now with us. Mayowa, it's great to have you join us on Locker Room. The third edition they are going to host. If they are going to host, they are still going to lose it. They should forget about it. They should start looking on where they should do better on the pitch and stop looking for the backdoor way to win Nations Cup titles. Yes, Mayowa, it's great to have you join us.
It's always amazing to be here. I mean, the thing is it's just so funny. When I came, I was hearing the back and forth between you and Ikechukwu as regards Morocco. The bottom line is this: Morocco can never win the Nations Cup. I'm focusing on the Wafcon now through the back door. The game is done and dusted, and they have lost. Whatever cry they want to cry, probably maybe CAF will go and upgrade whatever it is that they are crying about in the next edition. But for this one, it is done and dusted. They can't win anything. That's number one. Number two, I said it earlier in the week. Should Morocco host the next edition, they are going to win it. What they are doing right now, they already know that they will probably not get anything out of this. They are preparing the ground down against the next tournament. And it will be so unfair. See, the thing is this. The moment Morocco continues, and even in the male Nations Cup, Morocco has tried to rescue CAF again. And that is the leverage they are holding over CAF. How do you explain it? In what same continent will a country host 4 different tournaments, 4 international tournaments, the biggest tournament that's supposed to happen in Africa, for male and female 4 times, and you expect them not to be entitled. They are spending millions to host this competition, and you expect them not to not to vote favoritism. They will do that. However, the Moroccans should not get it confused. A team that has won the title 10 times, 9 times before this final is a team to be reckoned with. On any given day, forget the fact that we played and just played poorly played poorly in the final in the first half. On any given day, it took 2 red cards for them to be able to beat us. Irrespective of whether we are beating teams 2-0, 1-0, the bottom line is this: we are winning games. We didn't play well in the first half. It took tenacity. It took a team that has experience to come back from 2 goals down to win that particular game. So, no matter what it is, the quality of Nigeria is way better than Morocco. Also, let's not lose sight. The Moroccan team, majority of them are over 30, meaning they've been part of that team for over 10 years, majority of them, and they've not been able to achieve anything except the last 2 times they hosted it. What happened to the other times they didn't host it? The problem is this: what Morocco is doing now, it is CAF that gave them the opportunity to do it. And this is also an avenue for other African countries to step up. We cannot continue to rely on Morocco for them to host everything. Even the CAF Awards, it's Morocco that is saving everybody. It doesn't make any sense. If they are doing that, they will obviously expect undue advantage, and I will not be shocked if by crook or by referee influence, they win the next tournament they are going to host next year.
Yeah, pretty interesting and pretty very much interesting. But if you take a look at the whole of it, I think Mayama rightly pointed out what happened to the editions they didn't host. Why didn't they go as far? Because if you take a look at even the team is already aging.
Well, Jerry,
why was there no rank up? What have they been achieving since?
Their football at that point was still very much developing. Yes, Jerry, we know how. We know what female football. We know what female football was like 10 years ago, Jerry, in Africa.
A team that developed, that feel they deserve to be fine. We saw their trajectory. They conceded goals for fun, and they were relying on penalties. Most of the time, they rely on penalties against the Black Queens of Ghana to make it to the final. And that is the team you say they have developed. If the Super Falcons had relied on penalties to make it to the final and conceding goals for fun, I know Ikechukwu will not come here and be telling me this, that they've developed this, that. I know you will say that the coach, in spite of Harry, a coach that has won the World Cup, you are struggling.
Jerry,
to make it to the final. What is the achievement of the team?
Jerry, we know.
Has not developed.
Jerry, we know. That would be unfair. Jerry, pound for pound.
They've just been enjoying the tenacity and the loyalty of CAF.
No, Jerry, pound for pound.
And I believe the referees have seen enough and decided this one, no penalty is going to go to them.
Jerry, pound for pound.
Because it has become a tradition. Then they must get a penalty and a red card to the opposition to win games.
Jerry, pound for pound.
Because what's the achievement? Okay, what have they achieved? Because look at the trajectory.
We know that.
Look at the goals they conceded. They are not a fantastic team.
If we compare talent, we know Nigeria is way above Morocco.
So what is the?
We are discussing the development of Morocco.
What development?
We know. It will be unfair.
What development are you talking about? Is it
before now?
Is this Morocco team? Are they better than all the teams they've been playing in the competition?
Jerry, you're actually missing the point. Jerry, you're missing the point. We are looking at how Morocco has been playing in the last 10 years to now.
What have they been
playing? They
developed
10 years ago. Morocco cannot play. They cannot play Ghana.
Yeah, Jerry.
10 years ago, they will not make it to the finals. Even if they host.
The thing is this, Jerry. The thing is this. Ikechukwu is very correct. Morocco is well developed, and I'm not talking even about the football now. I'm talking about infrastructure-wise. The reason why Morocco has been the saving grace for CAF for the past 4 years is because of the kind of investment they have made in their infrastructure. No country has the infrastructure to host the Female Nations Cup, and that's the reason why it has been in Morocco. See, and in as much as what Morocco is doing is so bad, it should not be tolerated. It goes against anything that has to do with the fair play. If Nigeria is hosting a tournament for 4 times in a row and we have spent billions hosting that tournament, it will not be out of place for us to ask for some favoritism, and that's just the truth. The major cause of this problem, apart from the fact that a whole lot of African countries do not care about female football, even the male football, they don't care. That's the reason why Morocco is coming out to save CAF again. The major problem is CAF has not been able to get around the hosting issues. When that is sorted, all these issues that surrounds Morocco will not surround them again. And that's just it. And we cannot afford them. They've invested in infrastructure, and the whole of Africa is benefiting from that infrastructure. It should not be out of place for them to ask for some kind of favoritism. Is it morally right? No. But you are not getting returns in terms of winning anything tangible. And that's where their issue is.
What Jerry is saying is like...
They should be satisfied already. Coming away, they should be satisfied that CAF has helped them to make sure they won third place in the first edition they hosted. And CAF made sure they got a silver medal, which is undeserved as far as I'm concerned. The way I'm looking at it now.
They got silver medal twice.
Yes, they won medal on the continent twice for hosting.
Jerry.
And the antics they've made, giving the Super Falcons that kitchen size rooms, just to make sure that the Super Falcons will be demoralized. Everything failed and went down the drain. The Super Falcons took all the antics of the Moroccan FA, the Moroccan government, alongside CAF, who are now collaborators with what is looking like. It's looking like it's a collaboration.
Let me ask you something.
To make sure they frustrate
let me just ask you one
Falcons.
question now.
But unfortunately, it did not work out.
Let me just ask you one question.
I want to listen to your question.
So you buy a ball, take it to the field, they choose set, they put you aside. How will you react?
How would I react? How would I react?
They choose set, put you aside. They say you are not good enough. Stay outside.
If they choose set, that means the next set I'm still going to play.
But you will not start set.
It doesn't matter. That means I'm still going to play the next set.
Jerry.
Once I buy the ball, does not mean I have authority.
Jerry.
Like a politician.
This analogy is totally different.
Jerry, you carry your ball go out.
Wait, calm down, wait. Did they say Morocco should not play in the competition?
That's the...
Calm down, wait. Did they say Morocco?
The prize.
Did they say... Wait, calm down. That means, what you people are saying now? You are saying that Morocco is right.
No, we're not saying they are right. We're saying CAF gave them the room. That's what we are saying.
If CAF give them the room, are we encouraging them on this platform?
We are saying CAF should stop giving them the opportunity, the right to host. That's what we are saying.
CAF can give them.
CAF is the issue. So Morocco is not the problem, Jerry.
CAF giving an issue on that's not.
No, Jerry.
See, they have. Wait, calm down. Wait. The CAF put gun on the head of the Moroccan government that you should host the Women African Cup of Nations. Did they force them? Is there a rule that says that Morocco must host it, whether they like it or not?
No.
Well, is it not a willing agreement that you want to be a host of the Wafcon?
So since
wait, Jerry. Wait, is it a compulsory that they must host? That CAF said if you don't host, you are not going to be a part of the commission.
Jerry, wait, it's good you're asking all of these questions. Now let's ask just one question. Why is CAF, since all of these things are permissible?
Let me land. Because now that means the next 3 editions Morocco has not been playing qualifiers. Is that not enough?
That's true.
They've not been playing qualifiers. That means this team, if they are playing qualifiers tomorrow, anytime they host home games, they will be winning it. Because I host home qualifiers, I should win it. Because you use my facility, I must win home games. So now they are hosting Wafcon, which they were not forced to. They can stop. They can take CAF. They don't want to host anymore.
Okay, Jerry. In that case, since CAF,
we have no choice to find another host.
No, if CAF really have a choice, CAF would have moved it.
What are you saying?
Yes, since it is CAF giving them.
That's true.
And you say they no force now.
See,
so CAF has a lot of options. Let CAF give it. Say okay, Morocco, you are not going to host this one.
There is 54 countries in Africa.
Yes, 54 countries in Africa.
Wait, this is Julian.
There's Nigeria. There's South Africa. There's Ghana.
What are you telling me now?
CAF can actually take it. You are saying that CAF did not put gun.
Calm down.
Morocco also did not put a gun on CAF head.
Let me now tell you one. Let me now say this. All the previous editions of, I think this is the 10th edition that the Super Falcons have been winning. The first one that Morocco hosted. So South Africa that won it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We won 9 editions. Who hosted the 9 editions of Wafcon?
Nigeria hosted a couple of it.
How many?
Nigeria,
host?
I think Nigeria hosted about 3.
South Africa, okay. Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Cameroon. Equatorial Guinea
hosted twice and won twice.
And won twice.
They hosted twice and won the 2.
Okay.
2008 and 2012.
Okay, now what they are saying that the time Nigeria were hosting, Nigeria were winning because
that's not what they are saying.
Now,
Jerry.
yes, that's what you are trying to build.
No, that's not what we are trying to do, Jerry.
No. See, you know
TV football, as at the time Nigeria was winning.
No. That means what Morocco is doing now is legitimate.
Who is saying legitimate?
Yes, now because now wait. You just pointed out Equatorial Guinea hosted twice and won twice. That means CAF has been having a party with host. That when you host, you will win.
South Africa hosted.
That means what I should understand now.
The ones that South Africa hosted, they didn't win.
That means any country that is hosting.
South Africa hosted and didn't win it.
Yes, they didn't win it. Who won it?
Nigeria.
The South Africans go and report the referee.
See, Jerry.
Now wait, calm
Jerry,
down.
we have to look at
the case here. Let's build the case here. This is pure logic. This is 1 + 1. Let's not make 1 + 1 political 3.
Okay.
Let's make it 1 + 1 2.
Okay.
You get? So what they are saying now that if Morocco is hosting the next edition, I'm already having the notion that CAF is already building up to make sure that Morocco win. That means as an African country, that means Nigeria should pull out. She's already preparing that they are not going to be a part of the competition. Wow. However, yes, I will pull out because I already know that there's already a trajectory.
Why can't Nigeria walk up to CAF and say we want to host?
We want to host.
Yes. You say it's open now.
Okay, that means if Nigeria now say they want to host, Morocco will be confident in going to that competition.
Yes. They'll be confident now.
That Nigeria
they've been playing other competitions.
Wait now. Nigeria is going to be hosting to win again.
That
is it now.
The fact is, if Nigeria hosts the tournament, naturally it is expected that Nigeria will win this tournament anywhere in Africa.
That means we are already encouraging a precedent that we say that from now on.
No, but
Jerry, you are missing the point. You are trying to absorb CAF. You are trying to absorb CAF, and it is wrong.
I'm not absorbing CAF.
That's what you are doing.
I'm not absorbing CAF.
No.
I'm trying to make CAF to feel ashamed of themselves.
Then tell CAF, leave Morocco alone.
No, Morocco is also
no.
The thing is that because I am feeding you, that means I will tell you to lie on the ground and let me match your head. That's what you are telling Morocco.
He who is feeding you will control you, Jerry. It is not wrong. Anybody that is feeding you will control you.
See, have you tried to control your 3-year-old son? No.
That's a son now.
Wait.
Hold on.
You are feeding your son. You are paying his school fees, do everything. Have you tried to control a 1-year-old baby?
Hold on.
Do you know wait now.
Jerry,
have you tried to control your calm down. Have you tried to control your 18-year-old child? Your 16-year-old child. You tell him not to watch TV. Calm down. Wait now.
At 18, if your father tell you not to watch TV, what will you do? Tell me.
Immediately he opens the door. The next thing is the remote, and I'm switching on that TV to watch.
So you see, because he's feeding you.
Because he's feeding me, he doesn't have to control me. No, because Jerry, this is what I want to do.
No, Jerry, no. No, see, Jerry. Jerry. See, Morocco is not the problem, Jerry. Leave this thing.
Let's leave this conversation.
Leave this thing. CAF is the problem. And CAF is so shameless. They are so shameless that.
Calm down. Morocco should also be told the truth.
What truth?
The truth is that you must not host a competition and win it.
Jerry.
The win at all cost mentality should stop.
Jerry.
Wait, calm down. The thing is that
if I organize a birthday party, I have the right to eat the biggest meat.
No.
Well, that's true.
What are you telling me?
That's the wrong mentality.
How?
That's the wrong way to think.
How is it a wrong way to think?
It's a wrong way to think.
No, it's wrong.
Now?
See, it's
wrong way to think. What are you encouraging here? What are you encouraging? I'm
saying CAF should do the right thing. That's what I'm encouraging.
If CAF is doing the right thing, Calm down.
Jerry, stop blaming Morocco.
No.
Morocco's attitude is stemmed from the fact that they are feeling entitled. And the only way to make them stop feeling entitled is to take away the tournament from them. It's simple.
No. They can host, but they must not win. If you want to win, go on the pitch.
If you host once, it's understandable. Just 3 times.
If you like, see. If
shame no they catch you 3 times.
If Morocco I did not force them. They can host 20 editions of the Wafcon. If they don't do well on the pitch, they will not win. Forget about it. Let's create a standard. There's a structure in Africa. Fine, that means Nigeria should take the hosting of the next edition, and CAF should know that Nigeria must win it. Yes.
See, whether
other than no.
Jerry, we are
let's not, because it's Nigeria now, it's not different. No.
See, Jerry,
if it's
Morocco's
now,
problem, Jerry, Morocco's problem is not that they hosted once.
Okay.
They hosted twice, and they are about to host the next one.
It doesn't matter.
That's why. Jerry, this thing you are dismissing is the main problem.
That is why. Yes.
That's the main problem.
That's the main problem. This thing you are dismissing.
In mind of Morocco, that is why.
If it's just back to back, and then this is just the tournament is going to another country, the next one. Morocco may not even making all of this noise, but because they know they are still coming back to Morocco.
CAF knows what to do.
They don't. They don't.
We should tell CAF now. They should take away the hosting rights
from Morocco,
from Morocco, and look for another host. Clear and simple, so that they'll be free from all this charade.
They fired referee
and shenanigans.
So you see, now every referee that will be coming to the next tournament will be jittery. They want to appeal to the emotions of Morocco.
Simple. If I'm the referee association, we'll already be preparing to boycott the next. I think they are looking for foreign referees now. And Morocco will go and look for referees in Europe. They have money now to come out.
But I think the referee should take them to CAS. The referee should take CAF to CAS because it doesn't make any sense. I don't think.
No, they've already making a plan. Why you don't know the update? Let me now give it to you if you are not informed. We just 4 months until the next AFCON, which is 2025 AFCON Cup of Nations, which is going to be interestingly and coincidentally being hosted by Morocco. CAF is already making plans to get referees from Europe to officiate the next AFCON.
That's a slap on every African's face.
What that means, there's already a plan. Since Morocco made the semi-final, the referees should make sure they get the script that Morocco is hosting to win the next AFCON for the men. So that is it. Because they are the host, they have been hosting Wafcon. You made a mistake. Don't make a mistake this time around. We are bringing foreign referees. Since CAF referees don't have sense. We all praised the African referees at the last AFCON, saying this was even better than what we have been seeing in the Premier League and in Europe. The referees passed in flying colours with the officiating. The best officiating I've seen, if not the best in the world. That you can take it from me.
Yes.
Everybody was so excited with the officiating and the last AFCON. Now, what is Wafcon? If these referees can officiate AFCON and we didn't have a flinch. Because throughout this competition, why did Morocco not complain? From the group stage, from the knockout stage, and they got to the final. They now lost to Super Falcons. One situation where they did not get penalty eventually. All of a sudden, the officiating is now wrong. Now they are already putting fire on Mosepe that he should get foreign referees for the next AFCON.
Jerry, see, North Africans have this entitlement mentality.
We should stop giving these guys this.
We are not, see,
this unnecessary.
You know. See, Jerry, let me tell you. Jerry, see, a businessman, before you go into a negotiation table, okay, you know what you can take, the least you can take. You know it, right? CAF already understand how North Africans behave. They know. I mean, you remember our incident with Libya, right? How the North Africans were actually rallying around against Mosepe for the next election. Now you saw all of these things, and then you still decide to actually hand over hosting right on 3 consecutive times to a team from that particular part of the world. They lost 2 agonizingly, narrowly. One to South Africa and the other to Nigeria. And now you are expecting them to also host additional 2 editions. And you say they will not win one inside the 4.
Let them host 20.
Jerry.
They will not win anyone.
See,
even this men's edition, they are already planning foreign referees.
No,
this Morocco team will even crash out of the group stage.
This male edition is going to be easier for them to win.
Why?
Morocco is arguably the best team in Africa today.
Which best team? As far as what we saw in the World Cup, this Morocco team, they are beatable. There's nothing special.
Jerry, North Africans are very difficult to crack at home. We've seen them host Nations Cup, series of Nations Cup.
They've been beaten in their hosting of Nations Cup before.
It's hard for a team from other part of Africa to win a Nations Cup in North Africa. I think Nigeria is the only country that has won it outside North Africa in North Africa.
Anyway, Maiwa, that means I don't know.
From 2004 to 2012 or thereabout, the North Africans hosted majority of the tournament, and each time they did, the host country usually gets to the final, or somebody from the North African nation gets to the final. It's going to be very difficult for other West African countries or other regions to do very well when they are hosting. It's always very difficult. Even players complain about the atmosphere.
In 1994 was the last time a team from this part of the world went there to actually win. Okay, I think South Africa also won. South Africa won the one they hosted in Morocco or in Egypt.
No. South Africa won at home, 96.
South Africa won at home. Who won
96? Yeah.
Who won 98?
98 was in 98 was Egypt, and it was Egypt. Egypt won.
Okay, Egypt 98.
Egypt won it.
From that time, from that 98, just check from Nigeria won that time. From that time till now, Jerry, no team from West Africa or any part of Africa has won that Nations Cup in that their ground. If you go there, they will win it. If they host it, they will win it.
That means they should get the
Tunisia, before 2004, Tunisia was nowhere when it comes to football in Africa. They hosted it, they played Morocco in that final. The same Morocco that was almost eviscerated in football map in Africa. They got to the finals and they lost to Tunisia. From that time till today, and now the Nations Cup is going back to Morocco, and they have a very good team that made it to the Olympic final and World Cup final, and you say they will not win it. Jerry, we go see them. Now December.
Anyway, maybe you're making it easy for you. Maybe have you called your referee?
Jerry, it's difficult to actually do this thing.
They hire you as a foreign referee now.
No.
You go and officiate. Officiate the Wafcon.
It's difficult to actually do this thing again. See, it's not because of any.
Change your accent because they've stopped complaining about Alozie and Plumtree. Maybe they will banish all our Oyibo players. They'll say to Stekom, don't play. You are Oyibo. Anyone that even Ademola Lookman, they might even banish him. I say your voice sounds American, British. You will not play. Yes, now that's what will happen. Before you know, CAF will start giving a rule that Morocco said once you are born abroad, you cannot play for your national team, but you can only apply for Morocco. Morocco can do that, but Nigeria and other West African teams, you cannot do that. Don't worry, to come to that, they will now call it Morocco CAF Federation. Yes, now because they are hosting all the competition. Yes, now they will now say Morocco CAF Awards. That's what
you remember. That's what you mentioned the CAF Awards. You remember what happened between Ademola Lookman and Hakimi? All the whole polls in North Africa was favoring Hakimi. And after you won it, you saw what happened, how they reacted in the media. Jerry,
the next CAF Award, Hakimi is not going to win it. Don't worry.
Except he loses it to Musala, who is obviously
Musala is going to pick it. Don't worry.
In North Africa like himself.
He will pick the award in Morocco. Don't worry. Don't worry now. Calm down. Anyway, time really fast, but we just have to wrap it up. And we just got news that Liverpool has made a bid for Isak, about £110 million, but the bid has been rejected. So Newcastle is expecting a second offer for the man. It looks like Liverpool really wants him. Talking about Alexander Isak. So that's how we wrap it up on the show. Big thanks, Maiwa, for being a part of the show. It's been awesome having you. And big thanks to you for being awesome as well. Maiwa.
Yeah, it's always amazing to be TGIF, and I hope Liverpool gets Isak like they wanted to.
Okay, I don't know whether the Chelsea fans, who is one of the rebrand Chelsea fan, would like that news, and an Arsenal fan as well. Big thanks to the guys behind the scene, talking about likes of Manfred, not leaving out Adora, as well as Paul and Ike Chukwu. My name is Jerry Apelo. I say thanks for being a part of the locker room. Up next is Political Lens with Chukwu Malkoro. Stay tuned.